Have you ever been just patiently scrolling some sort of social media and found something that seemed like it was maybe too good to be true? That happened to me. Oh, that's just a box. If you know, you know. You know this name, you've seen it. And I actually have a few items by then, and I think it's kind of hit or miss, so I'm very curious about this item. So, P.S. obviously, these guys are not a sponsor. They have not sponsored this video. They have not sent us this for free. I actually had to pay really good money for this. Oh no, it's gonna require assembly instructions. We don't need those. Ta-da, ta-da. Their one-man auger system. And we're gonna test it right here. This is just really good ground for about the first 2 feet, and after that, it gets a little sketchy. Ooh, that was close. I don't know how much I trust some no-name engine brand. Tough tools, half the price. We'll see about that. It actually has like an actual drill bit. It almost looks like a concrete masonry bit on the end of that for a pilot point. That's almost laughable, I'm not gonna lie. This is all that holds this flimsy little piece of metal on, is this little weld here. The first time we hit a rock, I feel like that thing's coming off. We'll see here very, very quickly. You're probably wanting to know how much I paid for this thing, actually. Oh, this one's the 52cc one. This is the big one. I got this one for $134.98. I'm also really curious. This is the totality of the pin that holds this thing on the gearbox. I'd be lying if I said it was stout. Granted, I don't really want to hold on to something manually that could take me away with it, so that is a safety feature as well. I'm thinking this is more of a Midwest, kind of Nebraska, Iowa, you know, that good solid black soil where it's not too hard. This might work really good for you, but I think here we're really gonna struggle. First, we're gonna see if it'll start. So we're gonna prime it up, start right there, choke. We're on I for idle, I guess, I don't know. Ooh, it sounds like it's piped. All right, well, I have nothing left to do except for drill a hole. This is it. Oh, it died. I probably still had it choked. Dang it, that was very anticlimactic. All right, so the height of this auger, if we were able to sink it all the way up to the gearbox, about 29 inches. So you're not gonna get a very deep hole with this. If you were able to put the gearbox in the hole, you can get it to maybe 31, 32 inches. So you're not gonna get a very deep hole out of this, and you're also not gonna get a very big hole out of this. I think this is a 8-inch auger. So you're only gonna get an 8-inch hole, which is not gonna leave you a whole lot of room if you have a 4x4. And it's really not big enough for even a 4x4 or a 5x5, but it could get you a good start. Really what we would wanna see if you were gonna drill a post for vinyl posts or wood posts, probably a 10 or a 12-inch. In the case of a 5x5, we use a 12-inch hole. In the case of a 4x4, we might use a 10-inch hole. It's the only problem. It did actually make it through a lot better than I thought. We are to the rock layer. I'm gonna put it back in there here in just a second, just to see if it breaks. But yeah, we got it down to maybe 24 inches pretty successfully. And that's what I know from my history here at this ground, is we can get it to about right there, and then we start hitting that rock. So for the next couple inches that we're able to get, we'll be hitting rocks. And my bet is that if we have any rocks, that chisel of tooth is gonna leave the chat. So let's see if we can make that happen. Seems to have a lot of power though. I mean, as far as the motor's concerned, it actually sounds pretty tuned. Like I could really get some serious stuff done with this thing. The auger, on the other hand, could probably be a little better so far. Oh yeah, one pole. It's good, it's good. Okay, that's it. That's it. We have hit the point where if I broke that thing off, it would probably tear my arms off too. And I love you guys. You guys are really important to me, but I don't love you enough to beat myself up over this. So if you have any rocks at all, no, this is not for you. I would even include roots. If you think you're gonna run into roots, this is gonna be pretty violent and you're gonna have to stop and break the roots out and then keep going. Like Florida, where we have sandy, root-filled soil, it might work pretty well, as long as you're willing to chop through the roots. And for 150 bucks, it saves a heck of a lot of time, because if you watch some of our other videos, you know what it's like digging here, and you know that to hand dig a hole is going to take us 15, 20 minutes maybe. And so this is a heck of a lot faster than that. So if you're on a budget and you need a quick, easy way to get some holes in the ground, at least give you a platform to jump off of for whatever you're trying to do, this actually is not too bad. I can give it a recommend. Now, is it gonna last you forever? I doubt it. It's $150 and you get all this. But if you're just looking for a one project machine, this is probably cheaper than going down and renting one. So for that, I say it's a thumbs up. I'm surprised. I'm surprised that I'm giving it a thumbs up, but I'm gonna give it a thumbs up.